Hello, everyone. My name is Karen Hammerness, and I'm the Director of Educational Research and Evaluation at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, and I'm one of the panel members. I'm sharing a little bit about our recommendations on program design and integration, which I co-authored with Alice Wencha. And I'm going to focus on some of the key ideas in this section. And I want to start with vision by sharing this wonderful quote by Maxine Greene. As she says, "We also have our social imagination, the capacity to invent visions of what should be and what might be in our deficient society, on the streets where we live, in our schools." What I'm describing here is a mode of utopian thinking that refuses mere compliance, that looks down roads not yet taken to the shapes of a more fulfilling social order, to more vibrant ways of being in the world. I want to help us think in ways that move beyond schooling to the larger domains of education where there are and must be all kinds of opening to possibility. Her quote captures the promise and possibility of vision and underscores why our report focuses on it as a critical element in our recommendation for programs design. Many educators choose teaching and teacher preparation because they have a vision, whether it be of developing a national identity, of social change, of increasing equity, of supporting a deeper understanding of important ideas and topics, or of the potential of children and youth. Maxine Greene calls this the consciousness of possibility. Strong teacher education programs have that kind of clear and jointly developed vision. And by program vision, I mean a shared understanding of what good teachers and good teaching practice looks like. It's a kind of sense of what the ideal graduate of a program might look like. A strong vision not only inspires candidates, but it also reflects the sense of purpose in teaching that draws many into education in the first place. Vision is also a way to bring people together. Now, in a time when we may be even more spread out and physically isolated, vision is essential. We need that common connection and shared understanding. This sense of mission and purpose, of what Maxine Greene called social imagination, is a powerful motivator and can sustain us. Vision provides and reflects the deep meaning and purpose in our work. A vision can help us as teacher educators determine what student-teacher learning can look like over time. And Grant Wiggins called this curricular process mapping backwards. We recommend jointly developing an elaborated progression that's grounded in research on teacher learning, that captures what student teachers will learn from the first few days of a program, and then maps out the specific assignments and experiences that can help them build their understanding of good teaching over time. In a way, if you think about it, it can show what day 1 might look like as opposed to day 100 in schools. As one of the student teachers that I worked with pointed out, vision is a really critical part of this mapping process. It provides not only meaning, but also direction. Using vision as a guidepost, the pathway can become clearer. As she says, "I keep thinking about how this idea of vision would have been so helpful in my program, just constantly thinking about this idea of vision, something to start from. Just imagining where you want to be, but also thinking about where you actually are, and how to look at that discrepancy and see, well, how far do you have to get from one to the other? What can you do? What's the process in order to achieve your vision?" Everyone needs to be involved in this process of developing vision and mapping out the curriculum. University teacher educators, school-based faculty, principals, teachers who are mentoring student teachers, as well as important stakeholders like unions and other organizations. Student teachers themselves should be involved in these discussions and together help reach agreement on the practices and the dispositions and the values that characterize good teachers and ideal program graduates. And together, studying our own practice as teacher educators and program leaders can help us understand if we're on the best path to that vision. There's tremendous opportunity right now for Norwegian researchers to contribute to research on teacher education in Norway, as well as to international research on teacher learning. Today, more than ever, we need a shared vision and a developmental progression for new teachers to ensure that students are not only safe and healthy, but they're also learning and developing in the ways that we imagine. I encourage you to read the report and look forward to a really rich conversation in the future as this bold work unfolds.